birthday, son! Today you're finally a man. I'm so proud of you.
Aw, gee, thanks, Paul. I can't wait to get my present.
Here's your present, son. I think you're old enough to, you know.
You don't mean...
I do mean you're finally old enough to crash your first planet.
Oh, Paul, gee whiz, that sounds swell. And I know just the planet I'm gonna hit. I'll be right back, Paul.
Do me proud, son. Do me proud. You had one job, son. You had one job. Just smash into a planet. That's all you had to do. And then you go and did this. I am ashamed to be your father.
But Paul, I tried my best, and besides, the wind was off.
The wind was off? We're in space, boy! Don't be an idiot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go to the space stand and think about my life. You have failed me, son. What a disappointment.
Oh, now don't you worry, baby boy. I always knew you were gonna fail.
Roshi's Real Reviews. Roshi here.
Hello, it's me.
Look, I keep telling you 1,000 times, I'm not into you. Stop calling me. Master Roshi 78 here, coming at you with another real review. Today we are going to look at what is a first in the media world. This is actually the first time that Pixar has released a second movie in the same year. Does it hold up? Let's take a look. This is The Good Dinosaur. Imagine, if you will, a world where the meteor never struck the Earth millions of years ago. What do you think it would look like? No! No, but you're close! Actually, to be honest, they never really addressed the fact that the meteor never hit the Earth. In fact, this doesn't even look like that any time has passed since then. But I'm getting off topic. Let's get to the good stuff. We meet our main character Arlo, who lives in a family of brontosauruses who are corn farmers. Yeah, that's a strange yet really good twist. I would never imagine dinosaurs as corn farmers. That's somewhat cool. Anyway, Arlo is a young brontosaurus who tries to make his father proud by earning his mark. But when a tragedy happens in the family, okay, I'm not gonna say what the tragedy is, but if you've seen a Disney movie, you can probably guess just what the tragedy is. So after tragedy strikes, Arlo is swept away in a flood, separating him from his family. While there, he meets a little human who, for some reason, acts like a dog, who grows attached to him, and he eventually names the human Spot. So Arlo and Spot travel the continent in search of Arlo's home, on the way meeting weird dinosaurs, dangerous predators, and surprisingly not so dangerous predators. Arlo must face his fears and journey far and wide to find his way back home. Seems like your basic dinosaur plot. Land before time. And now, to tell you my final thought. Well, actually, I'm not going to tell you it, because in celebration of this being a Pixar movie, I'm going to let my inside-out emotions tell you what I thought of the movie. Guys? This movie sucks, plain and simple. The premise isn't that interesting, the plot is basically the same as Land Before Time, and because this is a Pixar movie, I'm ashamed that it didn't do better. But hey, at least it was a hell of a lot better than Brave. God, I hate that freaking movie! Well, I didn't think the movie was that bad. I mean, yeah, what Anger said is kind of accurate, but, you know, at the same time, it still kind of held up. I was still delightfully entertained, but I'm afraid because of this movie, Pixar will start to decline in quality, and we won't get that many good movies now and then. Oh, God, I don't want that to happen. I guess this movie was entertaining and all, but seriously, those designs? Ugh, barf. Seriously, okay, I'll admit, this scenery is some of the most beautiful imagery I have ever seen in a Pixar movie. Like, seriously, you feel like you are actually there in the wilderness with him. But the design for the dinosaurs? Oh, gag me with a spoon. They're so cartoony and so not seriously taken. I mean, look at how big those feet are. Ugh. This movie had so many sad moments in it. Like the one where... this movie made me feel too much. So too much. Oh, come on, you guys. I thought the movie was fantastic. I mean, this movie had a great sense of adventure, and the character interactions are just awesome. Plus, like Discuss said, the imagery is beautiful. You actually feel like you're in the wilderness alongside them, and like they actually took the trees out from the live action and put it in the movie. Isn't that awesome? And like Sadness said, there are a lot of sad moments in this movie, but they also tug at your heartstrings and make you feel all warm inside. And I especially love that the T-Rexes in this movie are not the villains. No, you would expect them to be the villains, but they're not. They actually help the main character out. And that is so freaking happy, and it just makes me, oh, I love this movie, I love this movie. And so, with that, by grand decision, we have decided to give this movie a 7 out of 10. And there you go. That was The Good Dinosaur. I hope you enjoyed my review and... Oh, hold on. I gotta take this. Hello? Yes? Yes? No! It can't be. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, there's something important that I have to do.
Too long it has been. Do you feel it? The time come it has. Prepared you must be for the Force. Awakened it has.